What's up, guys? This is a real quick post fight from me, man, on UFC on Fox. Congrats to Dustin Poirier in his second round finish against Eddie Alvarez. Um, full disclosure, I'm a Louisiana guy. I like Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier, 2.5 hours down the road from me in this direction. But I'm an Eddie Alvarez guy, man. You know, um, just his mindset, his mentality, his toughness, fighter's attitude. Big fan of Eddie Alvarez, man. Big fan of the guy. And even though he is from Philly and Poirier's from Louisiana, I wanted Eddie Alvarez to win this fight, man. Because like Eddie, I feel like Dustin Poirier quit in the first fight, man. Trying to get a DQ win. I strongly believe that. I don't give a damn what Dustin Poirier say. But this fight, man, it was. I think it was close to the end, man. I was feeling like it was a 10-10 round in the first. It felt like it was 10-10 in the second. Uh, Poirier had some submission attempts. Alvarez was fighting him off. He had Dustin Poirier down against the cage. He threw an illegal elbow and lost his position, man. You know, can't help but wonder to think what would have happened if he would have kept that position, that dominant position. So, he lost it and then he got beat up on the feet, man, and he got stopped. I hate seeing it, man. Eddie's getting cut real easy these days. He's been in a lot of wars, man. I think this was the last fight on his contract. Uh, there's a part of me that would kind of like to see Eddie retire, man, because the guy's been in wars, man. He's been through a lot, and he's accomplished everything, man. Been a champion everywhere. Universally recognized as one of the greatest lightweights of all time. So, a part of me would like to see him get out with his health, man. But, I doubt he will. I think he wants to keep fighting, whether it's in the UFC or somewhere else, man. But he seemed to be getting cut easily. And, how much punishment, how much of a punch can he continue to take? I think, I would think usually traditionally that he would be able to hang a little bit longer than he did, Uh, I tell you, when Eddie Alvarez, when he loses it, once he's over the hill and he can't take a punch no more, man, it's gonna go quick, man. You're gonna be able to see it very quickly and very easily, man. He's gonna be losing fights very fast in the first round, getting hit and turtled up and can't hang in there, man. Can't fight back. But even at the end, he was swinging, man, trying to fight back. So, a big fan of the guy, man. I hate seeing him lose, but but hey, tip my cap to Dustin Poirier. He's won a title shot, but we know they're gonna make Khabib and Conor. So most likely, I think Dustin Poirier is gonna have Tony Ferguson problems, man. Tony Ferguson gonna have to get a win. He's gonna have a fight before he fights the winner of McGregor and Khabib. And I think it might be a little 4-man tournament, and which I ain't mad at, and if Poirier fights Tony Ferguson, I'm favoring Tony Ferguson in that fight, man. Favoring Ferguson in that fight. So, yeah. It was a fun fight while it lasted. Hell, if they had a third fight, if they could have another fight, I wouldn't mind saying that either. I don't know if the UFC would do it, but I would go for it. So, Eddie, man, I don't know, man. Kind of wondering how much longer he has left, man. So. And to the co-main event, Jose Aldo and Jeremy Stevens, man. As they were introducing the fighters, man, I was thinking to myself, man, Jeremy Stevens gonna knock out Jose Aldo, man. Jose Aldo, he just looks old, man. Even though he's on 31, his body doesn't look the same. His face doesn't look the same. He's been around forever. He's been in wars. It's like, man, it's just it's not the same guy, man. And the fight was fun, man. just like the main event, this fight was fun while it lasted, man. These guys were going back and forth. Stevens landed on Aldo. I was like, oh man, look at Aldo taking these punches, man. He ain't gonna be able to, he ain't gonna be able to take these hard ass punches from Stevens, man. And then Aldo would land something back, and then at the end with that damn body shot, man. He hit Jeremy Stevens with a brilliant body shot, man, and Jeremy Stevens could not hide it, man. He was hurt. He was hurt bad, man. And I'm not mad at the stoppage by the referee. Stevens was not defending himself or fighting back well at that point. He was hurt bad, man. So, he could hop up, protest, and be mad, but, hey, it was a knockout, man. He got hit and he was hurt bad, man. And, I was happy for Jose Aldo, man. Because I was getting the feeling that he was past it, that, that he probably should retire, should not be out there no more, man. And he got a big win, man. He was underdog in this fight, and the guy broke down bad, man, crying. I'm pretty sure, because probably to himself he probably wondered if he still had it, and he proved to still be able to compete with a high level guy, man, get a finish in the first round. So he broke down bad, man, very emotional after the fight, and I was happy for the guy, man, because he's given us some great fights for a long time, man. One of the best champions to ever be in sport. So congrats to Aldo, man. I think he has one more fight on his contract, and then he might hang him up, or he might go somewhere else. He might box or whatever. I personally, would like to see him retire, get out with his health, man. But congrats to him, man. It's his night. And finally, the other fight that I watched and was interested in, Joanna and Tecia Torres, man. Tecia Torres, man, in the first round, she kind of did all right. She kind of did the right thing. She crowded. Joanna had her against the fence, but she lost the battle against the fence, man. She was getting outlanded, against the fence, man. And Joanna, reversing position on and all that, man. And it's like, man, so she lost the first round, and then in the second and third, man, she was basically Jessica Andrade, when she fought Joanna, man, smaller fighter on the outside, getting picked apart, I don't understand it, man. Her game plan, she should have done what Khabib did to Edson Barboza, man. She should have attacked close distance on this girl, man. And every time she did, she would push up against the fence. And that was to her disadvantage, man, because she was getting out landed on the fence. She was getting out powered on the fence, she should have just done what Khabib did to Edson Barboza, man. Constantly move forward, constantly, throwing punches, man. Trying to get her down, or whatever. But, because when Khabib did that to Barboza, he could not, he could not get his shots off, man. If he tried to punch or kick, he'd be crowded. He'd be trying to move back to get space, and, as a striker, it was a nightmare for him, man. That's what she had to do to Joanna, man. She was not going to win the striking match with a bigger, more experienced Joanna, man. So, and then I think it was the end of the second round when she kind of was like ran at her and threw some flurries and hit her. I think she kind of buzzed a little bit, kind of got her attention, man. Could have capitalized, but the round was ending. But Joanna does not have a great chin, man. She does not. You find that chin, man, and hey, you could have some success. So she just did not fight the right fight, man. I don't understand, why I stay on the outside and get picked apart, why I stay in the striking game, why I constantly go against the fence, when it was not working. So, she got dominated and lost a clear unanimous decision all 3 rounds. So, I saw some of the Ansarov fight with Marcos, and I also saw some of the Caitlin Chukagian fight with Alexis Davis, man. A fight which I played and made some money off of. I felt going into that fight that They said during the weigh-in, the ceremony weigh-in, that Kaden Chukagian was a Golden Gloves champion, boxing champion. And I'm like, look, if she, if that's the case, man, she got the striking advantage with Alexis Davis, man. And sure enough, man, as I'm watching the fight from the second round on, Alexis Davis wearing the crimson mask, man. Bloody face. Kaden Chukagian doing what she did to Lauren Murphy when she made her debut, sticking and moving. Alexis Davis following around like a puppy dog, could not catch up to her, could not do nothing to her really. And the fight went just like I thought it would, man. She kept this fight on the feet. It was her fight, and it was her fight. So Alexis Davis' only chance would have been to get Chukagian down and try to pull some sub off, man. I think she had like 8 wins by submission and 2 by knockout. So, I felt like that was the only way of winning the fight, man. Chukagian more of a natural 125er. Chukagian, taller fighter, bigger fighter, younger fighter. Alexis Davis, a traditional bantamweight, moving down a flyweight. All played into me playing Chukagian and her winning this fight, man. So, congrats to her, man. And DC was right when she won. After she won that fight, and Anik asked her what she wanted, she said she was not gonna call anybody. She wasn't gonna make it her place to do that, some shit like that, man. That was a terrible mistake, man. Terrible mistake. We got Sinchenko and Nico fighting here pretty soon for that 125 belt. Chukagian, who desperately wants to be a champion, he's wanted to be a champion for a long time. She should have said, "I want the winner of that fight, man." She just beat the number 3 girl. I think she was ranked number 7, and she beat number 3 girl. So she'll probably be ranked at least number 3. Definitely in the top 5, and could be a clear cut contender for the winner of that fight. And she did not say she wanted that fight, man. It was a bad mistake. Let somebody else in the division have a dominant win, make some noise, and say that they want to fight, man. She might get passed up. So, I think that's it, guys. That's all I saw. And let me say this, because this is on my mind right now. I forget that guy's name, but it was some guy at the ceremonial weigh-in who had his hand out to shake Dana's hand, and Dana extended his hand, and the guy thought he was Ric Flair or some shit, pulling the hand back and doing that shit and leaving Dana standing there with his hand extended. I think MMA Digest uploaded that video, man. And a lot of people in the comments section saying cut, bad business decision, bad career decision, man. I'm telling you, man, whoever that guy was, that was a bad decision, man. Let him, I don't know if he won tonight, but let him lose 1 or 2 fights, man. Hell, he ain't got to lose. He could win, and they can cut his ass, man. A great way to get on Dana's bad side. We got Stipe now talking about, I want a rematch. When he snatched the belt out of Dana's hand after he beat Francis Ngannou and gave the belt to his coach to put around his waist, and left Dana standing there looking like a tool and a fool, and showing him up and embarrassing him like that. Not letting him put the belt around his waist, man. Now he begging for a rematch shit, man. Stipe assed out, man. He just assed out, got to deal with it. So, these guys need to be smart in what they're doing and saying, man. So, that's it, guys. Just want to say that real quick. If you saw these fights, I hope you enjoyed them. And I will be back after the Showtime boxing with a post-fight. And I will check in with you guys then, man. Thanks for watching.